Alright, so today we're going to learn how to draw in FreshPaint uh, from me, which is, I guess, not an expert, but pretty good by now. And we're going to draw my favorite character from Harry Potter series, Black. And you can see, and I've done a drawing video before, of how to draw Megatron, but that was traditional art. And I finally figured out how to tape my screen and record my voice. So now I can tape my digital art. So anyway, unfortunately I can't tape my mouse, but you can see where I'm going to be drawing. So anyway, these are my previous drawings, which they save as drafts automatically, but you can also save them by, once you click on one, there's the save button right here, and then this takes you back, of course, and then here you can import something that you already drew, like from your photos. These are all my other photos, so there's a lot of stuff there, and alright, and then there's print it, and then share. Okay, so I guess all these places you could share it. Yeah, and that's save. And so you don't want to save it like this. You want to save it as something you can remember. And that's it. And help and settings. Alright, so I've already wasted 2 minutes. Well, not waste. Anyway, so you've got all kinds of brushes here. So before I begin, maybe we could have a little tour of the brushes you can use. Like this one, it's very big, and so with the paints, you can blend them like this, and if you want to start a new one, you press this, and then it doesn't blend. But I don't recommend pressing that, because then anything you color on top like completely canceled out what's underneath it. So you press this to go back. This is like your Control Z. But anyway, so if you press the little fan, then anything that you do afterwards, it completely cancels out what's underneath it, because it dries the ink. So like, never ever press that. And every time I've done it, I like kicking myself. So also, if you don't have the color you want, then you can always, like, I wish I could show you, but I can't switch, like I can't minimize the window, or it's gonna cancel the recording. So with a smaller brush, so if you can find the color that you like, say that you wanted to do like this, like flesh color, but the person was like looking a little peaky, so you wanted to make their skin lighter. Well, you would go into your palette and you would do that. You put the skin color, and then you go here and you press white, because that makes it light, and you press white, and you put a lot of white in, and then there you go. You have your new color. And to put it on your color board right here, you have to color with it, and test it out. And then now it's on your color board. And to make sure it's different, you can go here and see. You can compare them next to each other. Oh, and to erase, just turn your stylus around. And you can press that to wash it off. But anyway, and to erase, just, yeah, you can turn your stylus upside down, or you can press either your eraser and erase. And I prefer to use the eraser for, like, if I need to make the eraser smaller, because because if you erase with the back of the stylus, then it's usually like way too big. So I just make it really small. But then when you erase with the back of the stylus, it makes that smaller too, so you have to remember to make it bigger. I don't know. Anyway, so the tools that I usually use are the pen and the colored pencil. And sometimes if I want to put blush in someone's cheeks, or something like that, like, cause this one's more solid, but if I want to, do something lighter, I will do this, cause this one isn't as, thick, so, it might, look, it's better for certain things. And you see this one that we made in the color palette, even though we made it with the paints, it's also available in colored pencils, which I didn't know for a while. So I colored something in colored pencil, but I had to color that one particular part in paint, and it looked really weird. But now I figured it out, which is great. So anyway, all right. Now you can learn to draw like me, which I guess is great for you. And now what you have to do first is you have to see how thick the pen is. So this, it might be a bit too thick, so you can make it smaller. But you see the line isn't straight here, so I think this is too thin. So we want to make it a bit thicker, and this will be fine. So, and this is redo, just so you know, of course. And anyway, I always keep the pen in black unless I need it otherwise. And the handy thing about the pen is that you'll color something in pen, right? But then, you can color the colored pencil on top of it, and that really comes in handy. Okay, so where do we start? Okay, so first I guess we can, I've only drawn on camera one other time, so anyway, today we can start with drawing his head, which starts with these two lines. And then I feel like this is too thick, but we need more and it will be too thin. Or maybe not. Okay, maybe that is okay. Okay, so yeah, we start like this, and then do the chin like this. Yeah, that's fine. And then you put ears on the side of the head. And I'm also gonna draw who else am I gonna? I'm gonna draw Lily Evans too, because I like drawing her, if I have time. So then we draw, also because we want to draw people of both genders, so we can see the differences. So if I'm drawing a guy, I will draw the neck different, like I draw it more straight down like this, and if I was drawing a girl, I would draw the neck sort of like this. It's got some curve to it, very subtle. So we're gonna keep it like that, and then after that I will usually draw eyes. That's a little bit big. So, and also another thing, I'm not going to give the boys eyelashes, and we can go through some expressions here because that's what I did with Megatron. Here we draw him looking like thoughtful, or if you want to, see what I mean with the eraser, make it smaller. Oh, sorry. It's my phone. Okay. Sorry, that was my phone. Okay. Speak of the devil, right? Okay, so anyway, yeah, sorry about that. If we want to make him look angry, see, now I have the smaller eraser. We can do that. Here, I'm going to turn my phone on silent just in case. Okay. Then we would do it. Then we would do it more like this. And if he's yelling, I'm going to color in his mouth, not with the colored pencil, just with the pen, because that way, when I'm doing his skin later on, I can color it. I can just color over it. And so I'm just, I might keep it like that, except I want to draw him looking happy for you as well. So we will, then we want to erase the eyebrows again. Now he's looking, I like that expression. Okay, very shocked, and normal. There we go. That's good. Well, actually, because I'm gonna draw Lily like right here, and if he's got this look on his face, it's not gonna look that good. But yeah. Anyway, so after that, well, one of the reasons he's easy to draw is I can just draw him in wizard's robes, which is kind of very long like this. And then, oh, and obviously we are going to take our anatomical differences into account here. Like, it's just very, very straight down, and we've also got broader shoulders here. And see, this is a very casual look. You got your hands in your pockets. Okay. And then the lining. And the color of the robes will usually depend on like which situation I'm drawing him in. Like if it's just like, you know, if it's just normal, I'll draw him in gray because I draw him, I mean, because I saw him like a color picture of him wearing gray, like from like by Mary Grand Prix, and so most of the time I draw his robes gray now, and sometimes I will draw him in red and gold because that's kind of a Gryffindor pride thing. That's for like sort of fancy things. And then sometimes I'll draw him in green, but today I'll draw him in his red and gold. That's just because I want to. Which means that we choose the scarlet color, and we color over the lines here, because there aren't going to be any lines going to put his hands in his pockets. And then, there we go. Well, great. Looking good. Alright. And now, what I do with him and with any character who has black hair, actually, I will color in the skin first, because then I can just do the hair. But with any other hair color, I'll draw the hair first, and that's why I said I'd draw Lily, because she doesn't have black hair. But anyway, so I'll explain that. So now we can start with our coloring. So we pick our skin color. And if you want, you could draw him more pale. Maybe he's not feeling good because he's been living in a cave. Nah. I'll just, use the one I normally use. Which is this one? Oh, yes, that looks good. I always am looking forward to drawing his hair. That's my favorite thing to draw. And there have been a lot of discussion over what his hair is actually like, or what Sirius looks like. And I like the actor who plays him a lot, but I just go by what he looks like in the books, to me, in the pictures. And in a minute, you will see, because I have the book sitting right near me. In fact, so I'm reading it. There we go. Just a minute. Alright, so, wait, no. Darn it. This is taping the screen. Sorry, never mind. Oh, how dumb am I? Okay, so this is taping the screen, so I can't show you the book. Okay. Yeah, but anyway, there's the chapter 5, in, Order of the Phoenix, and then Percy and Padfoot and Occlumency. All those chapters have a picture of Sirius in them, and so that's where I get my reference for him. So, alright. And then his eyes are gray. This is the color I usually use for his eyes. Let's see. And then usually just use this color for shoes. No, a lot of the time I don't draw their shoes, I just draw the top of their body. So, a lot of the time, a drawing of mine would just look like this. Of course, we can't have that. Okay. Next, color in his wizard clothes. So yeah, usually I use the colored pencil color in stuff, but if I'm coloring in something really big, like for example this, for this I used this. Yeah, just so you know. Yes. So I use that to color very large spaces, and for normal, small, I use a colored pencil. Then the lining of the robe is that gold color. And now we get to draw my favorite part, which is his hair. And like I said, that I think depends a lot on your take of him, but that's just me. So, and if he looks a little bit like a girl to you, I'm sorry. So now, once he lives in his old house and he has access to proper plumbing, his hair is never described as dirty, just kind of messy. So I think he's washing it. He's just not, like combing it very well. So, I wasn't gonna draw it totally neat, but just kind of, and then not like in any like style, not like curled or anything, just kind of. Just kind of there. But it still looks nice, and it kind of falls in his eyes, because he's always described as like flipping it out with his eyes. And I've always wanted to draw his bangs, because Mary Grandpré draws him with bangs, but I can't get it right. Because it ends up kind of looking like this, and that's, or if we, I don't know. Well, I guess that's not so bad. Yeah, but now he's got square heads, so I'm gonna make this very small, and this is probably not gonna work. Because once I did this with Harry, and it looked really bad. I'll have to start all over. But Harry's hair is really hard to draw. Alright. I guess that's not so bad. And another thing, if I were to, like, see here, I was in this comic. This was actually like a comic before before I formatted it and everything. Here, I really like it here in this particular one. Right? Oh, you can't see my mouse. So this one, I like this one a lot. And this one I did not like. I had a lot of trouble drawing in here. And this one I like a lot, and I like this one very much. Next one, yes. And actually, I like the way that he turned out, especially the way his hair turned out in this one. Maybe to make up for the way Harry's hair looks, because I still can't get his right. Like, look at that. That's inexcusable. Yeah. So anyway, also I was gonna show you, how sometimes, if I want to give Sirius this more bedraggled sort of look, now you might have seen this picture, but I might just draw his hair like this with the colored pencil, like completely with the colored pencil, and not colored in, not, did I say colored? Sorry, I draw it completely with the pen. And yeah, and then it just, compared to this, it just looks more, I don't know, more like dramatic, I guess. I've drawn a couple pictures, like my picture of him when he just got out of Azkaban, and my picture of him when he was like emo, at number 12 Grimald Place. Those I just drew him with his hair like this. And actually now that come in handy. So this is mostly here for contrast for you. See, his skin is rather pale here because he's not feeling well. Alright. Yeah. And then we will just fill this in maybe a little more. And then so here we go. Contrast. Okay, now we will draw Lily. Great. I like drawing her a lot too. So how will we draw her? I don't know. I guess as an adult, even though she didn't live that long, but into her adulthood. Okay. So now usually I draw without a keyboard, but you know, with this recording software, I need to have my keyboard. Well, actually, I think I need to have the keyboard. So if I try to move my arm too far over, the keyboard kind of gets in the way. So I can only draw on the very far left. So I'm going to start a new page. And the way we do that, we press this, fresh canvas, and it has this weird texture. So we go to this, press that, and then it's normal. All right. So press that. There you go. And now we draw the head and the, oh come on, my hand's shaky or it doesn't work. Draw the head in the same way. Sometimes it's really shaky and weird looking. Done. No, okay, that's fine. Okay, and then we draw ears, and then draw. We draw her eyes, which are too small here. And then with girls, I'll do the eyebrows the same way as the guys, but I'll draw these lashes here and some more here. And other than that, it all basically works the same way. But since they're small, we've got to be very careful. And then, you know, like I said, I make the neck more rounded. Now I draw so since she has she doesn't have black hair, I'm going to be coloring in the hair first. But I'm going to draw her body before I draw the outline for her hair. So I guess I could just draw her in a skirt and a shirt. So here, like I said, we draw, boobs, not to be awkward, but yeah, like I said, that's why I drew a girl and a boy, and right, but yes, and so we draw that, and if you just wanted to draw her in just a shirt, you do that. Put her arms behind her back. And I'm not good at drawing hands, but if I do, I could just draw her fingers on a thumb, but it always ends up looking kind of awkward. And then draw the outline for her hair. And then mascara. I'll have her wearing a skirt. And a skirt is always hard to draw because you don't know where their knees are gonna go. So see, the leg starts here, and so the knee should be around here. We'll see. I'm not good at drawing girls in skirts. See, that doesn't look right, does it? No, it doesn't. I think her legs are too short. That's the problem. If you look at it. And I drew some good pictures of her too. Don't ask me why I can't draw this one. Probably because I'm nervous about being on tape. I guess that's not so bad. Good as it's gonna get. Alright. So now that's pretty simple, but anyway, we're gonna color that. Now, what color should we color her clothes? I guess I'll give her a green shirt to match her eyes and a jean skirt. And then we'll color the socks green and the shoes white. Because they're going to be gym shoes. I could draw her in high-heel boots like the ones I have, but well, actually, maybe I should. That doesn't necessarily look so bad. Front. And usually when I wear those, I'll wear them with tights, with the black. You can go in a cool dress. Okay. See, this is very cool look. Now, I've noticed one of her eyes kind of looks bigger than the other, so we're getting that. Eyeball it and see that looks any better. Love it. No. That one's too small. Okay, I'm going to get the keyboard on so you get these off before I start drawing. Now, we can get into drawing what color her eyes. And this is the color I use for her. And we're going to color her black. Maybe I will add a pop. Okay. Yeah. And also maybe I will add some silver jewelry. Now, yeah, like I said, usually I wear tights with an outfit like this, but, you know, that probably won't contrast with the boots very well, so, you know, because they'll both be black, so I'm just gonna say she wore it without tights. You won't need to wear it with tights. Anyway, next I shall color in her hair. See, when I draw Vinny, I use this color orange, and when I draw Lily, I use this orange. Because they have different color hair. I use that color for the color. Sometimes I forget to switch to the color. We'll just color over the outline. And we need to cover up these pesky lines. So, cover up these. So, we will do this. And see, pen colors over other pens. And so now we color the skin. So now you see why I color people with, not black hair. Because if they have black hair, it's going to color over their lines anyway, so I don't need to color them in with pen. Also there's a predetermined shape for their hair that I follow if they have light hair. With black hair I can color over the line, because look at this. If she has black hair, I color over it like this. You can see where I colored over. And it would be like that. You could see I wouldn't need to color those on the side of the head, or anything like that. And then when I colored her skin, if I colored her skin second, then that would cut into this. And it would look kind of weird. So, so that's why I draw black hair last. Like why I colored black hair after the skin with black hair. Like with Sirius, I don't draw an outline for his hair, but with others I do. With Harry, I do. And with black-haired girls, I do. But anyway, but I like drawing people with light hair better because I just like this method more. And anyway, make sure we're using colored pencil. Yes. And that's another reason, because the ears are colored over, so we want those to be their skin color again, not their hair color. And see that if this color is right over the pen, it's good. I tend to color around the features first, so if my pen will slip, then I'm most likely to get them later on. Same thing with the bracelet. They're trying to draw these legs, but I think they turn around a little. So those boots I have, those black ankle boots, Those are my favorites, so I guess that's kind of why I'm drawing them really. Also that I thought they looked better than the shoes she was originally going to wear. Which sucked. Right. So I'm also going to post the two of them together on DeviantArt, right beside each other, because I can save these as two separate files and then put them in one file on Paint. I know that is old-fashioned, but I do it. So I can put them into one file, and I'll post it on DeviantArt, and then I'll post a link to the video. So if you see it, then you'll know how to find the video, and I'll post the link to the picture on the video. So here's so here's Sirius, and here's Lily. And so now we just have to save them. So I'll save this one as a black. Oh yeah, I already have a picture of her, so. Alright. And that is the end of my tutorial video. I hope you enjoyed it and learned more about drawing. Goodbye.